Okay, let's start for today's business. Okay, now you can see the slides.
Yes.
So today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 9, which is developing and acquiring information. So how to develop an information system and how to acquire an information system. For example, you have a new business, new organization, and you need an information system. So how you are going to purchase, how you are going to buy, or how you are going to develop that information system. So this, which is called acquisition, acquiring. Okay, so there are a few objectives in this, making the business case, the system development process, and acquiring the information system. So this chapter is basically from the reference book. I think you guys have available on Blackboard or not. Let me check. If not, so I will upload that book as well. There's no available here. Okay, so I will upload this reference book as well. So let's move on. So our first one is making the business case. What is business case? Any idea, guys? Any idea about business case? Okay. So business case, when you present a case, presenting a case in court, lawyer presenting a case. In presentation, you are presenting a case.
It means showing the problem like this, you mean?
Yeah, showing the problem and discussing the solution, how to solve that solution. Okay. For example, you want to win a project. There's a one project and many companies are applying for that. How they can win that project? They need to present their case. Okay. Another thing in organization, you are the CEO of your organization and you want to acquire a new information system, you want to purchase a new system, but you need to take a decision. Before taking the decision, you need to see many things and you need to see this case as a whole. You should buy or not, you should acquire or not, why you should acquire, how much budget is required. So a lot of information is required for that before taking this decision, right? Am I right, guys?
Yeah, right.
Yes, right.
Okay. So very first thing is making a business case. So your organization needs information system and you have to present this case to the top management, to the executive people. The executive people will decide what to do with that. So making the business case refers to the process of identifying, quantifying, and presenting the value provided by the system. So you will identify, you will quantify, you will present the value, the benefits of the system. Okay, we should purchase this system and these are the benefits for doing this. It will save the money, it will increase the productivity, whatever the benefits you have to present in the business case to impress your executive management so that they can take decision, okay, we will purchase this system. So this is the business case. So business case sells an investment. Build a strong integrated set of arguments. Whenever you are creating a case, you must provide the evidences for everything, statistics, measurements, in order to make the people impress. show how an IS adds values to the organization. You need to show how information system will give the benefit to the organization. Lays out the cost and benefits. What are the cost and benefits? Are you going to make a profit? How much you will cost? How much the system will cost? How much you will get the profit? You have to show them. You used to make a go or no go decision. And then you have to, during the presentation, you have to decide that you will go or not, you will recommend or not. And then maybe use to justify continued funding. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, clear, sir.
You want to win a project, you want to show them, you want to acquire something, so you have to make a business case, and these are the things that must be included in the business case. For example, we want a new technology for our university, and we have to give the presentation to the president. And president will decide this. So in that presentation, what content should be there? So these are the things that is written on this slide. You must address in that presentation. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next we have a productivity paradox. Paradox, you know the productivity, but what is paradox is something that create confusion, which is not very much clear. So when we are acquiring a information system, or we are not acquiring a information system, so there are some factors that create a confusion. Even though information system is working very fine, and still there are some problems. So what are those things we need to discuss in this paradox? While it is easy to quantify the cost associated with developing an information system, it is often difficult to quantify tangible productivity gains from its use. So there are many things that you cannot quantify, you cannot measure. Are you still getting profit? Still there is a problem or not? Information systems may have increased productivity, but other forces may have simultaneously worked to reduce it. The end result being difficult to identify. So you have a very good information system, but still you are not, some other forces, they are creating a problem for the organization. Some other factors. For example, nowadays we have many factors like COVID. Because of COVID, there are many things that have been disturbed. Okay, so they are extra, even though you have the full technology, but you are still facing a problem. So what are those measurements in this paradox? We will discuss. Number of reasons have been given for the apparent productivity paradox of technology investment, but the four most prominent factors. So we will talk these four. What are these? The measurement, time lags, mismanagement, redistribution of resources and allocations. So these are all playing a factor in creating a productivity paradox, means creating some hurdles even though you have information system. Are you getting my point, guys?
Yes.
So could you repeat with some details? So,
yes, we are coming now point to point. So these are the four main factors that create a productivity paradox. I mean, they are creating some issues with the productivity. You are not achieving 100% results because of these issues in that, even though you have a good information system. So that's why it's called productivity paradox. So first one is measurement. Companies typically focus on efficiency, doing something with few resources, over effectiveness, doing something well. An information system sometimes increase effectiveness over efficiency. So these are the main target for the organization to achieve the efficiency and effectiveness. Efficiency is means that you are doing with the right skill, right people in a right time, in a short time. You are doing things. And effectiveness, that everybody is participating in that and you're achieving that goal. Hence, business are doing things better, which can then impact competitiveness and product quality and lead to other changes. But initial efficiency measurements may show little or no improvement. So why you have chosen the information system for your organization? Can you tell me? Why you decided that there should be an information system? Anybody?
To organize the information, doctor?
Yes, this is one of the goals, that to organize the information, to increase the efficiency, to increase the effectiveness.
And so I think because this is effective ways.
Yes, but after acquiring the information system, you're not getting your results. What can be the reason for that?
Because it's something wrong in the information on the data.
Yes, maybe you need a little bit time to organize the things. You cannot get the efficiency or effectiveness right after implement. Right?
The information does not organize itself. You need to organize the information.
Yes, it will take time, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you should read the last line here in the measurement. The initial efficiency measurement may show little or no improvement. In the start, maybe you will get this. So this is one of the issues that can come, that can stop the productivity in the start. Other issue is the timing. There is also a timing issue. Many information systems take years to hit the bottom line. So any measurement immediately after implementation may show no or even negative productivity impact. As we discussed, maybe your information is not organized, maybe it's not well documented, maybe you do not have technical people. So there can be many reasons for that. And sometimes timing is an issue. Your system is not able to, for example, the university. Now think how big the organization, how big the university is. Which one is the biggest university here in Saudi Arabia? Anybody knows? I mean, in terms of department.
I think King Saud University.
Or the student. And so imagine they need a one information system and thousands of students and hundred of departments. They need a one information system. So it cannot be implemented overnight, right? Maybe it will take 5 years, 3 years, 8 years to implement completely. Am I right?
Yeah.
Because you will use the system, you will face the problem, you will fix the problem, slow and steady, you will achieve your goal. So timing can also create a paradox in that even after acquiring or implementing the information system. There are some other issues, redistribution. Some industries have limited size. So the first mover in the industry may get a bigger slice of pie. Yes, if you are the only company in one region, so you will get the profit, right?
Right.
For example, the mobile company, I remember, the first company maybe here, the STC, the mobile company, the first company.
This is for communication, not for mobile or no. So.
I mean, for the SIM, mobile SIM card.
Yeah,
STC, it's the biggest one here.
Is the first one. Which one is the first company in the Saudi Arabia?
STC.
STC. And after that, we have the new
Right.
companies came here, like Zain
Right.
Mobile. Okay.
Yeah.
So STC will get more profit at that time because there was no competitor there. There was no technology there at all. So they launch a technology and they get bigger slice of pie, means they get more profit. So once everyone has implemented a new technology to catch up, overall it looks like there is no improvement across the industry. And now you can see we have many mobile companies. If the new company will come here, he will not,
Start from
get
zero.
a profit, or maybe there will be a lot of, competition. And what kind of improvement they will suggest? It seems like there will be no improvement there. Okay? So you are acquiring a new information system for your organization. Try to launch a new technology in that, but with your competitors around in your environment, there is already have been done a lot in that. So it's not going to help you a lot in terms of productivity. Did you get this point, guys?
No, what is it? The last point before.
Redistribution means, so everyone has implemented the new technology to catch up. Overall, it looks like there is no improvement across the industry. You are redistributing the things. Okay, you have already in competition, the things are there. So you have a high competition in your environment. Already technology is there in your organization and outside the organization. So you are acquiring a new information system. So it's not going to increase your productivity at all. Am I right?
Yeah.
We have a Blackboard. We are also using the PeopleSoft. If you bring another information system, this will make a difference a lot.
I think so.
How? If you replace the system, then this is something else. But if we are using already, we are using the Blackboard, do you need another one? Same like Blackboard?
No, because we did well on the Blackboard, I think.
Yes, you are already doing. So if you bring another one, so this will increase the productivity?
No, I think.
Not at all. So this is redistribution. Okay? So if you are redistributing the new things and you have already, the environment is there and you are working on that, even if you replace that one, it's not going to help you a lot. Okay?
Okay.
And the mismanagement, finally, some IS implementations are the result of mismanagement and are not appropriate. So the investment actually has a negative return. So you bought a new information system, but it does not help, it does not solve the problem. So is it going to help the organization? Guys?
Yes, yes.
You purchased a new information system, but information system is not solving any problem of your organization. So this will help you?
No. No.
So why you choose this system? Why you come to this decision that we should buy this? So it means there is some mismanagement, right? You misunderstand the requirements. You did not focus on the requirements, and your manager took a wrong decision here. So this will create a problem, and your productivity will be affected. Is that clear?
Yeah. Yeah, Doctor.
So these are the four main factors that can play a role in a productivity paradox that can create some hassles to achieve your productivity. Okay, moving on. So making a successful business case, building a cost benefit analysis. So we want to make our a good business case. So very first step, we need to identify cost. For example, computer college need blackboard. Okay, so there is no blackboard right now, and we want to purchase blackboard. So you are the manager, and you will present the business case to the president. Okay, is that clear, guys?
Yes.
Can you pick up the example?
In computer college, there is no blackboard,
Okay.
and we want blackboard. So as a manager, you will present the case to the president. And in that case, the very first step, you will identify the cost. How much cost will be? You will tell to your president. Tangible cost, total cost of ownership. So there are two types of costs, non-recurring and recurring. So non-recurring cost mean acquisition, that you pay one time. Okay, I will pay $20,000 and give me this car. This is one time payment. I will pay $50,000, give me this software. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is non-recurring acquisition cost, one-time cost, not expected to continue. So this is your order will be completed there. But recurring cost is that is continue, like use and maintenance. For example, for your car, you need to change the oil after every 5,000 or 10,000 kilometers. So this is continue cost, recurring. And for the software, you need to purchase the license, you need to renew the license, and maybe you need a maintenance for that. This is also a recurring, ongoing cost will continue throughout the life. Is that clear, guys? So both these costs lies under tangible cost. So there is one more, that is intangible cost. So there are two types basically, tangible and intangible. Intangible cost, we have non-recurring and recurring cost. And what is intangible? That you cannot touch. In general, the meaning is you have to experience, you have to see this. For example, loss of customer. This will also increase your cost. Your reputation. If your reputation is wrong, you will also, you have to pay for that. You have to increase the budget every time. You are not getting profit. Is that clear, guys?
Yes.
Doctor,
Yes.
why they use intangible?
Intangible is a cost. It's a type. Like loss of customer. If company lost a customer, so it's not going to cost the company.
Yes, it will.
It will cost a company. So this is also a cost. You have to measure this one. And it is not easy to measure. It is not easy to quantify. Okay?
Okay. Yes, I got it.
For reputation, the company's reputation go down. This is not a good company. How you can measure that one? So you need to see many factors in that. But this is also a cost. Company has to pay for this, directly or indirectly. Is that clear, guys? This is the first step for your business case. Building a cost-benefit analysis. What would be the cost for blackboard and what would be the benefit for that? Okay?
Yes, doctor.
So identify the benefit. What are the tangible benefits? Estimated sales gains. The numbers, the statistics. Okay, we got this profit per year, per month. How many customers are there? That will be intangible benefit. Improved customer service. You improved your customer service, So automatically more customer will attracted to your product.
Yeah.
So you have to include this in business case when you are presenting to your president. Okay, what are the costs and what are the benefits, both tangible and intangible, and the continue cost and benefit as well. Okay, so third step is performing cost benefit analysis. Now you identify the cost separately, you also identify the benefit separately. The third step is now analysis. You will perform the analysis for both cost and benefit. So cost benefit analysis is a systematic approach to estimating the strengths and weakness of alternatives. So what are we going to estimate? There are two keywords here, strengths and weakness of alternatives. So it means you are giving different solutions. So which solution is good? So you will discuss the strengths and weaknesses. It is used to determine the options that provide the best approach to achieve benefits while preserving saving. So when you are presenting the case, you are going to present the different solutions, and for each solutions you will do your analysis, and in that you will come up with the best fit for the organization, or maybe the executive management will decide we should go with which option. For example, in the last slide, if you see, you can see this table. On the left side, on the top, we have a cost. And in the cost, we have non-recurring, hardware, software, network, and it has some prices. Okay. And you can see it is year-wise, 14, 15, 16. So historical data will also be there. Then we have recurring. Recurring means the continued cost, the service like. And in 2015, for the hardware, we have 500. In 2016, we have 1,000, 17, 2,500, and 15,028. So like this. Then we have a total cost year-wise. You can see in a year 2014 we have 139,500, and 2008 it goes down to 1102 500. And then benefits, in the same way you will find out the benefits, their prices, the numbers, and you will get the total benefit. And in the end you will get the net cost divided by benefit. So this is your net cost, the total in the end, cost benefit analysis. So based on this analysis, now executive member will decide. You can see the slides?
Yeah.
Okay, we were discussing this. So when you're presenting your case to the top management, the very first thing you need to present the cost benefit analysis. If your executives are not happy with the cost benefit analysis, they won't take the decision to buy or purchase a new information system. Am I right?
Yes, okay.
So you have to present your case in a way so that they get impressed and they take a decision, whatever you want. So you have to present the cost benefit analysis, our total cost, total benefit, and then the net cost, the average. So for example, which one is the least option here? Sorry?
This one I have a question. This cost for company requires or selling the company?
No, for example, you are working as a manager in computer college.
Yeah.
And you want a blackboard for your students.
Yeah.
Okay. So the decision, who will take the decision? The president will take the decision, and he will give you the money for that, and then you will buy the blackboard, right?
Yeah.
But you have to present your case to the president. The president will not take decision that you will say, I need blackboard, and he will say, okay, go buy it.
Okay, you need to analyze the.
You need to present your case, which is called business case. And you have to present this cost benefit analysis. This will total cost, this will be the benefit, and he will see the numbers, surely. So this sheet will give you the analysis, how much cost and how much benefit. And it is historical data also. This sheet actually is for a web-based order fulfillment system. So there's one system they want to purchase related with the order. So they analyze the cost and benefit. This would be the cost, this would be the benefit. Okay? So there is another criteria, weighted multi-criteria analysis. You can also present this. So you have alternative projects here now. Explicitly evaluates multiple conflicting criteria in decision making. Cost or price is usually one of the main criteria, and some measure of quality is typically another criterion. So if you see this table, you can see this table. On the top, we have alternative A, alternative B, alternative C. So it means you are presenting here three options. For the same project, for the same problem, you are presenting three alternative solutions. Now your president will decide we should go with alternative A, alternative B, alternative C. So he will select this based on some criteria. For example, the requirements. You are saying the interface of the project maybe it's more important, so you will give 18 weight. You will assign the weight here. Rating, you will give the score, rating score for each solution, and then you will count total. So now we can see the total weight here, 50 for all capabilities. So alternative A will get how much total score? Alternative A total score is
122.
122. Alternative B total score?
250.
And alternative C is also 250. But if you observe the rating here, so we can see that we have a different rating here. So 511, 555, 555. So alternative A, we can ignore easily here, right?
Yeah.
There's a competition between B and C. Okay, so we can do further analysis for that. So you can also discuss the constraint, the rules, the limitations in purchasing. You know, some organizations, they have a budget. There is no issue for the budget. For example, the Aramco. Aramco, if want to purchase anything, can purchase easily because they have a huge budget, right? On other hand, there is a small company. That company has the constraints, limitations. So they will see the different options are good enough options, the satisficing model, right?
Right.
So if you see the option number C, we have the cost here actually. So 220. You can see the cost of alternative A is very high, 220. And the other alternative B is 165. And alternative C is 180. And in the end, you combine all the scores for requirement and constraints. So option A is 342, option B is 415, and option 3 is 430. So now it depends on the executive people, the top management, what kind of priorities they are looking in their solutions. If they go with the highest score, so they can go with alternative C. If they want to go with the smallest one is actually showing the high cost. So if you are good in budget, maybe your company, your president can afford this, and they think that it is more reliable for us, more suited for, they can purchase that one also. So, but in the end, you can take decision by following this multi-criteria analysis. Is that clear, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you are presenting the case, everything, the cost benefit analysis is there, multi-criteria is there, you have already identified all costs, tangible, non-tangible, recurring, non-recurring, the benefits, your report, your presentation is ready there. Okay, now you are going to present this case to the top management. So very first thing, you should know the audience. So who are the audience and what kind of their expectation? You should know this. Know who are presenting to, what their background is and what they care about it. So you need to do some research before presenting the case. Second point is convert benefits to budgetary terms. Show benefit as dollar per time period, often annually. So you need to show the in statistics form, in numbers, in dollars, in real, in rupees. Okay, so that they can get influence or they can get impress the top management. Okay, in 1 month we get this benefit, to 3 months this, 1 year this is $50,000, and you can show the graph. You can present your data in a smart way, quarterly, annually. Is that clear, guys?
Yes. Yeah, with you, yes.
Okay, now the third point is measure what is important to management. No management hot button issues. Described how the system impacts them. Yes, this is a kind of a intelligence and political behavior here that you're presenting, and you should know what your president will like in that. What is their intention? Maybe there is your president don't want to spend a lot of money. So you can show some specific option and you can include in your presentation, this will save the money. This is the, it will reduce the cost. It will increase the efficiency. And if you compare this with other companies, so it will save more money. So try to hit the, as they mentioned, the hot button issues. So you should know what is critical for your top managers. Okay, so you can present your case in that way, just like in marketing. In marketing, you try to sell the product to the customer by showing in different tactics, and if you know your customers, so you can impress them enough so they can purchase your product. So you have to advertise in that way your case. Describe how the system impacts them, how much benefit they will get, how much money they can save, how much the productivity, how much the advertising they can get. So you have to present your case in this way. Is that clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so far we discussed how to create and present the business case. So next step is the system development process. Okay, if you want to develop your information system, you want to develop a new software. So what is the life cycle, how you are going to start and how you are going to finish that one? Okay. So very first thing, your organization, right, like in the slide, XYZ Corporation, this is your organization. And this organization need information system. So you have a different options for that. The option number 1, build information system. For example, the university has a ICT department. where many programmers are sitting and working. So they can create a system for the university, right?
Yeah.
The organization itself can create a system. Option number 2, buy a pre-packaged system or use open source software. So you can purchase from outside and you can use it. Option 3, outsource development to the third party. I mean, you can outsource, you can request, okay, third party, you're responsible for this. There are many services, in our universities that are outsourced. For example, the office boy, the cleaning boys working in every department, they are not the direct employees of the university. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, because.
They belongs to some company and the company is responsible for that. So it means university has outsourced this facility.
It's like a subcontract.
Yeah, like a subcontract, outsource. The third party is responsible for these things. So same for the information system, you can also outsource that one. Okay, the company will install, their employees will manage the information system. Okay?
Okay.
And the fourth option is open source software. Just like I guess the SharePoint or maybe the Linux is open source. The code is available and you can customize it according to your need. Okay, so these are the different options for any organization whenever it's required to acquire the information.
The top.
System. Yes?
Could you read this one?
Which one?
The fourth option, but briefly.
Fourth option number, open source software.
I know this one, but I mean this one. All options, but briefly.
Look, the option number 1, I repeat again, build information system. That the organization itself create for example, the college need a blackboard and they decided to create by their own. So 5 teachers will sit together and they will create a blackboard. Okay?
Yeah.
Option 2 is go to the market online and you purchase that software and you can use it. Like in the blackboard we are using. I think they have purchased this one. Okay? And the third one is the outsource. It means that the company will responsible for that. Their employees will install, their employees will manage this. We are just, the college will only use it. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
And
Outsource sector is something given from outside, yeah?
Yeah, the third party.
Some information.
Third party is responsible for that. We will simply give them money and we will sign a contract, okay, take this money and we need information system and we are not responsible for that one. You will manage that one. You will install, you will maintain, you will fix everything, whatever is required.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand, yeah.
Option number 4 is open source software. Like many companies are providing open source software like SharePoint that you can purchase once and you can change that one by your own according to your need. You can customize that one, whatever is required. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now what are the steps involved in system development process? So if you are going to develop a new information system, new software, so what are the steps for that? What are the phases in that? This is the same like, like a human life. Human life has different phases. After getting birth, you are a small kid, then you will grown up, a youngster, then you get old, and then you will die in the end. So there are different phases of the life there. So same different phases it is a life cycle. The system development life cycle. Life cycle means from starting to end.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the starting point of software, and what are the different phases, and what are the ending of the software? So this is called
Data and build information.
Sorry?
Data or building information.
Building a new information system.
Yeah.
What are the steps in that? Okay, so that is called actually development of life cycle. System development life cycle, SDLC. So there are 4 phases mainly. So inside there can be many phases, but 4 phases are mainly. The system planning and selection. Very first thing that you need, planning and selection. System analysis, system design, system implementation, and operation. For example, in general, in your daily life, if you want to do anything such as making a tea, how to make a tea, chai. There are
boiling the water.
very first thing you need planning and selection. What is required for making a tea?
Hot water and tea.
Okay, and there are many things. You need a stove, you need a fire, you need a water, you need a bowl, you need a cup, you need sugar, you need a milk maybe. So there are many things. So you will do the planning, complete planning for that. And then you will analyze the system. What are the different solutions? So there are different way of making teas, right? Chai Halib is different. Chai Salamani is different. Kadak chai is different. So there are different recipes for that. Okay? And then you will design a system. You will select one solution. Okay, I will go for the Kadak chai. So you will design a system for that. First I will boil hot water, then I will put this, then I will put this. So there are steps in it. And then the real implementation will come when you will actually make your tea.
Doctor,
And there is one more.
and analyzes the steps,
Yes.
not design.
In analysis steps, you will think about the solutions, different solutions. You will complete your specification. Like customer, if you ask the customer, give me the requirements. Customer will give you everything, whether it is required or it is not required, right?
Right.
Because customer is not technical person. So in system planning, you will collect everything. And in system analysis, you will specify the requirements, what is actually required. And you will think about different alternatives, different solutions in system analysis. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
And in system design, you select the one solution and you will design that one. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. This is my solution.
Okay.
Okay? Then system implementation, you will apply, you will actually implement using programming language, using any tool, or in case of tea, you will create a tea. You will make a tea. Right?
Right, doctor.
And after making tea, there is one more step actually, the maintenance and statistics with the testing. The T is good or bad? So if T is bad, what would you do?
Return again. Select cycle.
So you will go to the previous steps and try to fix again something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fix learning, yeah.
Same concept apply for the software development. Customer will come, will give you the requirement, you will take everything in system analysis and selection phase, and system analyze, you will specify the requirement, discuss the alternative solutions, then you will design, and then you will implement your system. So if is there any problem, so you can go back, so you can see the loop here on the figure.
Yeah.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
So this is called system development life cycle. So nowadays we have hundreds and thousands of different variation of process model is available. I don't know, you have heard the names for the different process model like waterfall model, spiral model, prototyping model, object-oriented model, incremental model, V model. So there are many models are available. You can choose any one model and you can develop your software based on that steps. But the basic steps are same like this. There are four basics. So inside there can be more steps in different models. But you will study that in detail in software engineering or system analysis course in coming semesters. Is that clear, guys? Any question about this?
No, doctor.
Okay. Now the first step, again, it's we will discuss this in detail.
Yeah.
Is information system planning. It translates the strategic and organizational goals into system development initiatives. Resources are limited, so project must be limited. Analyst gathers information and build the case. So in general, system planning, like you're building your house, so you need a plan for this, right? How much money you have, who will design the blueprints, how much, from where you can find the the material, and then you select also some of them, right? Yes, the schedule, you have to do this in planning, like the Gantt chart, milestone, what are the milestones after 1 month, how much time. When there is any project by the government, for example, there is a bridge project, there is one bridge, and sometimes did you notice that there is a signboard and there is a time limit there written and the cost? Have you noticed this? I remember that, the Khubar, if you go to the Khubar, there is a bridge they have constructed, I think 2-3 years back. If you go 2-3 years back, so it's a new bridge, right? If you go towards the Rashid Mall through the Khubar highway.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It is newly constructed bridge, right?
Yes.
2-3 years ago. And at that time, I don't know, you guys did notice there is a one signboard and electronic board and the time limit was written there. Now 3 months remaining, 2 months remaining, 1 month remaining. They are showing the progress with that. And they also show the cost details of the project. So how they do this, that this is 3 months remaining, 4 months remaining, we need 2 years for this project. So it is a planning, right?
Yeah.
So you have to do this during the planning phase. System analysis, the most critical important thing, involves determining what the optimal approach will be. So you have a different alternatives, A, B, C. So which one is the most? This requires gathering requirement and performing modeling at deeper level than in phase 1. So in phase 1, you will collect everything, whatever you have. So if your customer wants a software, so you will get requirement, everything from your customer, whether it is required or not required, because you don't want to miss any requirement. So you will ask so many different questions and customer will give you everything. And in phase 2 system analysis, in this phase, you will refine your requirements. You will pick and choose what is exactly required for the system. And you will design solutions, think about the solutions, and you will come up with some optimal approach. The process of conducting an analysis requires that many tasks or sub-phases be performed. So this is very critical and detailed phase. Here, the most work and the critical work will be done, and mostly the senior person usually do this task. Because if your analysis is wrong, your whole product will be affected. Right?
Right.
Now imagine if you are building a house and your blueprint is wrong. What would be the problem you will face? So it will increase your cost, right?
Yeah.
So in system analysis, you will collect the requirements from the phase 1, most important part of the system. It is a process of gathering information from user to understand how proposed information system should function. So you will refine your requirements, you will specify the requirements. Modeling data, what data are needed, modeled using entity relationship diagrams. So ERD, like one-to-one, one-to-many functions. You will design the abstract level, but not detailed diagrams. In system analysis, you will not do the detailed diagrams, but few diagrams. Detailed diagrams usually be created in the next phase. Modeling processes logic, model the data flow like arrows. You can show the arrows from one function, the data is moving to another function. For example, teacher and student relationship. One teacher can teach many students. So data can move from teacher to student. The primary key can move as a foreign key there. So you have to show the relationship in that model, and you have to show how the data is moving. So there are different diagrams actually that shows this. And the number 4, develop system design, evaluate, and selecting one. So you can evaluate, you have different options here, alternative A, B, C, and in the end you will select one option. And then you are going to design your system, design the selected one option in detailed. You will model it. You will create many diagrams in that. Maybe 10 diagrams, maybe 15 diagrams. Like, have you seen ever the blueprint of your house?
What is it, sir?
Blueprint of your house.
Oh, I have no idea.
So if you see the architecture, usually give you a complete booklet. There are many diagrams in that. Diagram for one room, room number 2, room number 3, room number 4, and then the whole diagram, then the 3D picture. So there are many diagrams there for that. So for software, there is also the entity relationship diagram. We have a use case diagram. We have domain models, system sequence diagram, collaborative diagram, the class diagram. There are 100 of diagrams available. So in system design, you will create all these diagrams that shows everything, how the things will work, how the different section of the software will work, how the data will move from one place to other, who are the actors who will use this system, and how they will use the system. What are the constraints, what are the rules, everything will be written there. Right?
Right.
So once your system design ready, then the real implementation will come to play, and you will develop that system by following the same requirements, the same design, and you will use some tools, some language, maybe Java, C#, C++, PHP, any tool, and you will create your system. So software programming and software testing, implementing the database, creating the user guides, conducting the training, switching over to the new system, implementing a new system. So these things will be done there in this phase. So testing is also included in that. So usually the testing is also a separate phase, the maintenance and testing. But here we are talking the SDLC, so 4 main steps.
It's like system development. I think it's named like this.
System developing is just a developing of the system. But this is with the developing also the operation. Operation means you will install the system. And you will create the guides, you will give the training, you will do the testing. Okay?
Yeah.
Development means just creating a system. Okay?
So the development what it's creating
Sorry?
is development is development. Is it
Development is creating, develop a system, create a system, implement a system. These are the same terminology.
yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
I think it is enough for today for these 4 phases, and we will continue in the next class with the remaining slides. So hopefully we'll finish it soon. So we are stopping here at slide number 22. So we will start from slide 23.